Welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty here on College Football 26, where we are going to be finishing up the 2025 season here today with our bowl game against the Pitt Panthers. In the last episode, we played our game against Indiana, had this single wildest ending I think that I've ever seen. Certainly the wildest game that I have ever had, the wildest win I've ever seen, so on and so forth. But came away with the victory, got us up to 9-3. We're back into the top 25. We're taking on the Pittsburgh Panthers today in the Duke's MAYO Bowl. Went over the Heisman winner, Jeremiah Smith, went over award winners, went over All-Americans. We have a couple of All-Americans, on this squad. We have Devin Maccabee. Was a second-team selection, which was great considering, the wear and tear build-up that he had throughout the course of the year. Had Jamarius Dinkins make it as a first-teamer, and we had Chad Brown make it on the second team as well. Several guys make the Big Ten. Went over the stats, went over the early recruiting class. We are a top 20 class as of right now. Done a nice job of filling in couple of spots. I did want to point out we do have some guys that have some good development traits. Taylor Downs is going to come in with star development. I definitely think he is the quarterback of the future for us. Be interested to see really and truly like what the future holds with him. Is he a day one starter because Ryan Brown transfers out? We won't know that really until the next episode. We'll go from there. Abdul Volk does come with impact development. What a couple of guys here that we're still recruiting at the running back position. Lee Forsett is definitely the top of the line there for us. Speaking of which, I actually can take points and stuff away now. That's kind of cool. Got a couple of guys that has some good development traits. I think DeAndre Smith, I want to say, impact development, so that was good. Lyles only ended up having normal, the 4-star wide receiver. Fini Anganafo has star development, which is good. Most of these 3 stars have normal development. Rasmussen here does have star, which is great. Shoemaker has impact development. A couple of normals around him. Nobody at defensive tackle. Crocker with impact, Benziger with normal, and then Lay with normal. And then we brought in Yates has normal, cornerback normal, impact there for Juan Jacoby. Folk is normal, and then Goodwin's impact. We got an impact and a normal there. So got some decent development traits there as well. But the focal point of this episode is going to be playing the bowl game, see who the national champion is, look over our stats one last time, and be ready for the offseason. I'm recording this about 2 weeks before you guys will see it, so I'll have quite a bit done. I'll kind of know how things look out. We got plenty of people that could certainly be transferring out from here this offseason. We'll just have to see how that works out, including Nitro Togo, one of our leading receivers, because of brand exposure. Just have to see how it plays out, but we are going to hop in here. I don't think at this point there would have been a CFP bracket game, I don't think. Oh, there actually was. We had Oklahoma over UNLV, Texas Tech over Texas A&M, Texas over BYU, and LSU over South Carolina. So a lot of fun matchups in there. It's really cool. So we got a lot of fun matchups. The high seed, I think, the high seed won every single game. So it is the top 8 teams that are left in the playoff bracket, but we're going to turn our focus here over this game against Pittsburgh. We're just going to rock with the basics. It's the last game for a lot of players. CJ Nunnally, Jamarius Dinkins, Devin Maccabee, Chad Brown. I think Troy Grimes is a senior as well. And it's a rainy weather game, of course, always makes things exciting, but it sucks that we had the really bad stretch there at the end of the season. Obviously, this was a much better campaign than I could have ever hoped for us to have. I'm hoping to end up in the top 25. I think that would be a great thing for this team. But losing a lot of players here after this game, and we're going to let these guys ride it out. See the matchup we have here, a 75 Pittsburgh Panther team. More offensive yards per game. I actually meant to change the minutes. I think we're going to roll with 12-minute quarters maybe next year. The offense seems to be lagging behind while the defense was much better on a yards per game basis than anybody else in college football, essentially. Quick start for us. I'm going to try not to run it a ton here, but Duke's MAYO Bowl is very cool to be playing in this game. Maccabee, his final game as a Boilermaker, gets a splash run to start us off. Gain of 20. I'm trying to set up this RPO. Here on the side, Brown takes it. Gonna dump this out. Burhan now's got room to roll. Our leading receiver gets inside 20-yard line. Really good start here for Pittsburgh immediately. Three wide receivers. Brown takes the snap. Bad decision there. Ends up being incomplete, thankfully. Let's see. 2nd and 10. Got to bunch everybody back up now. Agwood comes across. Dump that to Tuggle. 2nd straight target. Gets the first down this time. But yeah, I mean, overall thoughts and impressions on the season. I think this is a good episode to kind of do this. Obviously, we're trying to get the win, and we're going to go over that as well. But I think that we've had some positives offensively as Magwood gets into the end zone. Another senior scores in his last game. Ryan Brown coming off of an incredible start. Highly efficient day. He was up. He was good. Turned the ball over a little more than I would like to offensively during that really tough stretch of games. I don't think we ran the ball maybe as well as I would have liked to in the latter half of the year. So something to keep in mind heading into next year. Hopefully Tuggle does not transfer out. Hopefully, I mean, a guy like Burhan doesn't surprise us and transfer out because I kind of see them as the focal points. I think Volk, the new running back, I expect him to come in and be maybe not a day one starter over Joyner, but certainly splitting carries with him next year. And we'll have to see what happens in the transfer portal. I think the defense, by and large, has played really well. Got a couple of guys I think to build upon. TJ Lindsey had a really good year. Got CJ Madden should be back again next year. But a lot of our best players were seniors. This is not really overly a surprise. Ryan Brown, does he transfer out? We may not be a fit for what he's looking for from a play style perspective. You know, this is a very close to the vest, not trying to push the ball down the field a whole ton kind of offense. So what is the positives and negatives that come from that? What changes do we get? You know, sorry, I didn't mean to pause there. Along the defense, we'll kind of break that down and see what guys I think will step up next year. But the focus of this year, you know, we're going to play our best players, and we're going to try to put them in situations to help us build this program back up. And I think we did a very nice job with that. Even a loss today, you know, if we end up this season at 9-4 with a team that won, you know, one game last year, lost the last 11 games they played heading into the Dynasty, I think that would be a huge bonus for us. We've proven that we can get after the quarterback, at least in spurts. I think we have done a nice job of being a team that tackles the space. A lot of like the little things I feel like we do a good job of, as long as we can correct our own turnover struggles. I think there's a lot of positives heading into next year. Assuming again we don't lose a ton of our younger, more important players to the transfer portal. I think we could be, you know, a mid-range team from a talent perspective in the conference, and I think that a lot can grow and come from that. Get this out to Maccabee on the toss. Some good blocking, did enough to get the first down. Maybe went a little too wide there to start things off. But yeah, would like to find more ways to push the ball down the field. It's just not something that we did very well at all this year, to be honest with you. But, you know, got essentially a new running back room coming. If Brown decides to transfer, you're looking at a new starting quarterback. But as long as we keep winning, and the brand exposure right now is definitely the biggest thing for us. But dump this off a little screen to Maccabee, trying to get him busy in his last game at Purdue. It's a first down. Let's see, what do we want to run here now? Goes an RPO flat across the screen again. Dumps it out. Burhan again now getting room to go. Let's see. Yeah, overall, I mean, couldn't be much after. We pulled off, we crossed off all 3 of our goals in the preseason. We've been even a whole lot better than, I mean, we really have just been so much better than I could have ever really thought that we would have been. Getting off to that 8-0 start, didn't play off great. Maybe, in that 3-game stretch between Michigan, Ohio State, and Washington. But Maccabee with another first down run here. I think we did a good job of taking care of business this year. Try to run a little dump off screen here to Maccabee again. Gets it out. Maccabee gets a couple of blocks set up. Gets a nice block there on the edge. He's inside the 10. Purdue. Crazy how sometimes just playing a little free in the postseason can lead to bigger and better things. Looking to go up 2 scores now. Quick pass out to Thomas. Fights forward for a couple of yards. Brown in the rain, already having a nice day. Hand off to Maccabee. It's held up there. That's a long way to try to throw that screen on that side. We're just going to hand this one off. Maccabee gets forward, number 45. Gets into the end zone in his last collegiate game. Do a little dance for him, young man. All-American season is really cool to see. Parath's kick is up. It is good. It's a 14-0 lead for the Boilermakers. I have no problems at all trying to kind of speed this game along. If we're playing well, and try to get out of here with a victory and finish the season off strong. Send these seniors out with a win. Got this off quickly. Brown misses the tackle, but they end up picking him back up. It's a loss of 2. Try to throw the little tight end screen. That play doesn't seem to work as well, maybe as it sometimes should. Well, we need to take a look at Pittsburgh's roster or anything. Kind of hop right into this. So far, it's not been so good for them. C.J. Madden Jr. should be back next year unless he decides to transfer out. Not really expecting a mass exodus. I can see us losing some skill guys because of the brand exposure or play style, but I think for the most part, we're going to be okay. A shot down the field, almost intercepted. Rhymes in Wakely, back there. Wakely, this is his last game as well. Branch back to return this. Purdue is set up nicely here for another drive. Handoff, Maccabee splits the defense, gets a first down. They don't have many answers right now. Brown takes the snap, dumps this. Magwood again, having a nice final game here. Brown takes the snap. Up, throws that into a bad spot. Could have been intercepted. Does at least fall incomplete, but that is the last play of the first quarter. Purdue dominating at least to for right now. Dominating time of possession. It's third down here though. See if they can get the conversion. 3rd and inches. Only 3 down linemen. Hand off to Maccabee. It's the first down. Juke does nothing for him. Now takes it. Burhan grabs it. Gets 6 out of that. Magwood can maybe get to the inside, get his 2nd touchdown of the game here. Now takes it. We'll try to throw that. Throws it behind Magwood, though. That one falls incomplete. Had the look, just didn't make the throw. Thankfully, nobody really behind that to pick it off or anything. I go right back to it here. Now takes it. Throws that into a bad spot, but Tuggle able to make a nice adjustment. Somehow scores a touchdown, and Purdue pouring it on here. Looks like a good last game here for Ryan Brown is upon us. 21-0 lead. See if we can get Pittsburgh to pass the controller. Let's drive on defense. First and 10 is going to be a handoff this time. Purdue's defense came to play. Took the time off between the last game and the bowl game. Seemed to have gotten well rested. Very focused performance so far. Dump it off. Nice move there. Drag route was able to get under Wakely and then outrun him to the spot. Good play. Underneath, and it's just dropped. 11 couldn't bring it in. Holstein struggling here early on. 3 of 8, not getting a lot of help from the players around him either. We go empty here. Overthrown. A flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
I think that's a really, really bad call there on the pass interference. Let's take a look at this one again, just out of curiosity. That's an awful call on the pass interference there. Trying to give Pittsburgh another chance at life here. Purdue trying to get to double-digit victories. First time in a long time. Throw is down. It is incomplete. Go underneath. Let's see. Holstein's going to try to scramble around. Actually gets the first down. This would be the first time since 1979 that Purdue picked up 10 wins in a football season. That number almost doesn't seem real. I had to scramble around and finally throw that one away. That's crazy. If what I just looked up is correct, first time since 1979. Another drop pass. Purdue is kind of beating themselves up here. Scramble around. This time he's going to get swarmed. Finally gets sacked. I think all 4 guys are going to combine on the sack there. Pittsburgh's going to have to punt it away again. This has been a dreadful start for the Panthers. See if Purdue can keep up the firepower here on offense. Away with a nice win. And doing it in a very un-Purdue-like way. At least over the course of the season, I would think Purdue would be more known for, being a more offensively focused program. It sure has been all about the defense, which I like. I think the defense is a more sustainable thing for sure. Brown takes it. Throws that late. Bad decision there. Not off to a good start here on this drive. Brown takes it. We'll throw that into Magwood. He's got room to go. 3rd and long conversion. They played off. Brown and Magwood made them pay. The handoff to Maccabee. I got grabbed by 55 there. Okay. Really close to getting out of harm's way. Maccabee goes in motion. Brown takes it. Gonna get it out to him again. Tackle down in the backfield. Read that one well. Didn't get the block. Takes it. Brown's just going to scramble. Ducks down, gets the first down. Haven't seen that a ton from him. It's always good when you do see it. Got some wheels there. Brown takes it and try to get this screen out quickly. Gets one block. Ross broke a tackle but does get hit out of bounds there. Take this new snap again. Maccabee this time does take the handoff. Only gets a gain of a yard there. Blitz came in a little hot and heavy. 3rd and 2. We'll hand it off to 45. It's another first down. Having a great last game. Takes the snap. Dump this off to Maccabee. You cannot break the tackle. Now he's going to be hurt. Hopefully he's okay. Wear and tear for him has been crazy this year. First down run there for Thomas. Keep Thomas out. I'm not really... I want to mess up Maccabee's future potential. Up the field to Burhen, he misses a throw. If there's one thing I want improvement on if Ryan Brown does stick around, is being able to make quick passes like that up the seams work. Because I think that's going to be the way, with the talent and stuff that we've got coming in, I think that's going to be the way that we provide some explosiveness in this offense. Third and 10. Brown takes it. Going to dump this quickly to Tuggle. So it'll be short. Pittsburgh will take a timeout. Purdue's going to send out Parath to try to make this 24-0 lead. Kick is up. Kick is good. Is successful in that. 14-play drive. Taking up a lot of the clock. Now that we've kind of gotten the lead, that's what I would like to do with this game is let's get out of here. Let's get through the rest of this season. Get ready for the off season. Go wide here. It'll be a screen. Trying to get over there. Powell does a nice job. Gets the tackle. Really liked our linebacker play we've gotten for the majority of this year. Like Powell and Sanford have both been good. I think they're both seniors, I believe. Would love to have one of them back. Let's take a look. Sub linebackers. Sanford is a junior, so he should be back. Unless he transfers. 3rd and 3. Full steam. Can't go anywhere with it. Madden takes the sack. Call a timeout just to get a little bit more practice with this offense. See if we can get some more stats in. Branch. It's a little bit of a block. Takes a big shot there from somebody off screen. That one almost intercepted. Maccabee's hurt again. It's okay. We'll just take the young man out. He is all out of wear and tear anyway. Let's get Joyner some extra touches today. I think I'd like to do that. See what we maybe have in him. Just won't use Maccabee anymore. He did his job. Been a great player for us this year. Give us an opportunity to use Joyner, kind of see how he plays and feels. A much more usable way. Screen pass, they are starting to read that like a book. Some of this clock roll. Brown takes it. Takes a hit. Dealing with all kind of stuff here. Been a really fun first year. Always glad to those first seasons and like getting to that first off season where you can really kind of start forging a path for the team are always really fun for me. This is now my 3rd college football series on the channel. I did 2 for college football 25 Georgia just because they're my favorite team, and then Tulane. I think getting a chance to play here with a team in a tough conference already kind of got me my wheels turning as to who would maybe be the team for next year's game. We got a long way to go though. In between that, should have been picked off by the senior Wakely. Would have been nice for him to add that to his arsenal for what had been a really solid senior campaign for him. Just a heave-ho down the field. Chad Brown there to help knock it away. Purdue looks to be very much in control of this game. A really good punt. Let's get out of here. One handoff. Into the second half. We'll be largely just running the football here in the second half, I would guess. Trying to get out of here, finish off this game with a victory. Get us to 10 wins, man, in year 1. I could certainly see the roster next year being maybe a little less talented, because I think that this was being a very senior-laden team, and we had to have a big recruiting class because we got 28 people graduating. I think, it's going to be something that we maybe look back on and we have maybe a lighter year 2. And we also got really lucky with a bunch of home games. We had 5 to start the season. Didn't really go on road, but I think 4 times all year. So it's a nice run. Decent. Being a gain of a yard. Got a little too happy bouncing around. Direct snap. Foul on the tackle. Let's get off the field here so we can run off a little bit of this clock. Underneath. Does not get the first down. Powell just barely tackles Overman short. Tripped him up, flipped him on his head. It's a good start there for the defense. Two running backs out there on the field. No Burhan. Joyner goes out. Gonna toss that out to him. I think he lacks like major explosiveness. I think he'll be solid for us though. Hand off to Thomas. I just struggled all year kind of hitting that exact hole and getting up the field. Just kind of almost always end up half running into the defensive end. 3rd and 4. So this is a manageable conversion. It's out to Burhan. Not going to get it. Falls short. It's the last game of the season. We're up big. Just trying to essentially run the clock out. Let's just go for it and see what happens. And off at number 9 is going to get stuffed. Good shot on Pittsburgh. Making that play. Be a handoff. Madden, good tackle, but it's a good 4-yard run nonetheless there for Reed. Don't give up any big plays, and if they have to run a little bit of this clock every time. Ah, it's a bad play. I had him. He's on a short gain. He's just going to scramble. Look at that. All of a sudden, I decided to just go for it on the 4th down to see if we can run a little bit extra of the clock there. We get stopped. Now Pittsburgh's got some momentum. Underneath drop. Underneath, make the tackle. All right, guys. We're getting 7 on that. It's going to be a pass. Olsen's trying to scramble around, throws it short. Tackled down, but it is a 1st down. Comes in motion. It's going to be a read option blown up in the backfield. Nunnally and Dinkins. 2 seniors. Dinkins was an All-American. Great player for us. Definitely hate to see him go. It'll be a run. He gets to the outside. Pittsburgh is on the board. Making a 24-7 game, assuming he makes it. Is up, kick is good. So 1st and 10. What we want to do here. Get that into Magwoods. Had a nice last game. And off Joyner, showing off the little explosiveness there, getting up the field. Good one-cut play. Works it across. Magwood again. Ooh, a nice spin move there. Magwood. Trying to end this season off strong. Less than 2 minutes left now in the third quarter. Good drive being put together here by Purdue. Tried to squeeze that into Ross on the screen, but back him down quickly. I feel like Pittsburgh's done a really nice job on the screens. If you throw them a lot, the defense will start to adjust to that. Brown takes a big hit that time. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Knocked away. Good play. So put together a pretty decent drive there, but see if we can end it with points. Rast's kick is up. Barely good. Almost didn't put enough power behind that. Extends the lead though. Back to 3. Back to 3 scores. I guess it was still at 3 scores. Extended it though. Up to 20. Let's get a good stop here together defensively. They don't even have 100 yards of offense still. How poor that first half was for them. Ah, missed the tackle. Ohio State ended up playing Fresno State in the bowl game. As great as that team was. That's crazy. Nice handoff. And a 10. They are rolling. They are not wanting the clock to run down either with all this huddle up and hurry up. Take him wide. Good play out there by Turner. Turner with a good tackle, but it is going to be a first down, Pittsburgh. I think they'll get one more snap off here in the third quarter. They do not. We go to the fourth quarter. Purdue up 20. Not the best third quarter there. Still holding on to a very strong lead. Pittsburgh would have to get 3 touchdowns in this fourth quarter without Purdue tacking on anything to get a victory. Good tackle from Brown. Gain of 4 though. Another handoff. Nice play by Madden getting off the block. Or actually, it's Kennedy. Put me in a bad spot there trying to cover 2 spots underneath. I wanted to go underneath zones. We didn't have time to get it set up. First down for Pitt. Clock is rolling, though. Underneath, good tackle there in bounds. Hurry up, it's lightning fast. Read option that works out for Holstein this time. Handoff. Oh, he's able to get outside there. Nice run. Get a throw off, trying to scramble, going to dump it out. Good tackle by Wakely. Third and 8. Let's get off the field here, force a field goal. If they would even kick a field goal, they might just go for a touchdown here regardless. Loft this one. Gonna get intercepted by Chad Brown. The senior was a Thorpe Award finalist. Holstein just kind of tried to float one in over there, and Chad Brown makes a spectacular interception. That was a really poor throw and decision there. Joyner out. Spin move, couldn't get around him. Let some of this clock run down without making it super boring. Joyner back-to-back really strong runs there for number 9. Like to get this down to like the 2 or 3 minute range here with this drive. Hand off again to Thomas, another senior. So far, I like the Ole Miss playbook. I think that I would be better and we would be more explosive in Georgia's playbook. Kind of played a couple of games with them, and it looks very similar to the one I largely ran for both them and Tulane last year. Just because I'm a little more comfortable in it, but also the one there. I do like this playbook though. Down to 6 minutes away from our first 10-win season in over 40 years as a program. That was a bad throw from Brown. Have to punt, still up 20 with 5 minutes left. Feel pretty good about coming away with that 10th victory. 1979, that is crazy. How long ago that was. It's not a team, I mean, that's had a ton of great players. I mean, Drew Brees is certainly a standout. Ronald Moore, I mean, was a really fun player. Battled injuries and stuff, but Kyle Orton. So you've had some guys, you know, that played the most important position. They played a long time in the NFL. Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, ever. Holstein, okay, here we go. Big scramble. Less than 5 minutes left, though. Quick pass, get off the block. Good play by Wakely. Little high formation. Could not tackle him down. Another first down. Look at Pittsburgh. They've ran the ball well today. They haven't gotten a ton of sacks. They just not had a lot of success throwing the ball consistently. Underneath, out of bounds. For now, at the point in time in the game where that does stop the clock as well. Ooh, good tackle on the outside. Take a shot one-on-one, knocked away Grimes with a great play. 4th and 3. Go wide with the toss. Powell, he breaks his tackle. Got aggressive on the inside. They tossed it outside. The only guy that could stop it was Powell. Davis on his first touch of the day breaks that tackle and is going to score. It's now a 2-possession game here. So it's not over as Purdue has kind of not been able to keep up the momentum. It's going to be an onside kick, though. If you get this, you're in good position to at least tackle on something from a points perspective, and it is going to be Pittsburgh that picks it up. Like you have all the positives of how this game is going, and all of a sudden things can get a little tight. Good open field tackle. Still would take a borderline miracle of a victory here. Underneath, just tackling down. Clock will stop. Really just trying to just not give up the big play. Just open up everything underneath. That was a pretty poor onside kick recovery attempt there for us. Read that one well, almost got it picked off. Threw it into the ground though. Thrown over 30 passes, has 105 yards passing. Good play. Go behind the hitch to the slant. Pittsburgh's keeping it moving here. Nice tackle in bounds. 2.5 minute mark. Almost takes a sack. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Tight end was open there. Could have gotten it to him. Obviously 4 down territory. We'll throw this one wide. It's going to be completed. Just a hook and a prayer. And it stays in. Almost picked off. Touchdown for Pittsburgh, though. They are not only hanging around, they have made this a game here. That can be some of the problems that I have. Like you get up, then you start to just try to run the clock out, and then not able to really do so. Now you're in an opportunity to lose this game. We've got to get this 10th victory. Now that I know it's been that long since we've had one. Want to run the football here? We know they're going to be geared up to stop that. They're going to throw it. Brown takes it. Incomplete. That's a great start, guys. Let's do a screen here. Kind of set up to maybe be able to run it here. Be a handoff to Joyner. You're going to try to take it to the outside. Just not have the speed and giddy up there. No way that lackadaisical play will end up losing this game. Come on. Brown takes it. We are going to dump off the screen. It's a couple of good blocks. Joyner's not going to get the first down. I think Pittsburgh used their 2nd timeout. Boucher gets a decent kick away. They got to get into the end zone. They got 1.5 minutes to do so. Can Purdue hang on for their first 10-win season since 1979? In a frustrating second half for the Boilermakers, a big 4th quarter for the Panthers. RPO quickly tackled down. Underneath. Tackle down again. Purdue has made a season out of these one-score wins. In fact, they are undefeated this year in one-score games. All of the losses have ended up being by double digits. Down to the last 60 seconds of our season. Olsen's going to scramble around. Oh my goodness, takes a couple of big hits, delivers some himself. Pittsburgh is now taking their last timeout. They have to get in the end zone. To the side is a flag on the play. I don't even know how there could be one that quickly.
Hold it. Offense.
Drop them back a little bit. Holstein gets out of one sack. Oh, ends up getting that one away. That might have been a fumble there for a second. Send the tight end in motion. Underneath, just make a short tackle. It'll be less than 30 by the time they take a snap here. Come on, 3rd and 9. Little one-on-one, knocked away. Great play by Turner. Oh, that was a touchdown. 4th and 9. We're going to put Powell in a spy. Underneath is completed. It'll be a 1st down. 14 seconds left. Oh my goodness. 4th and long, they get the stop. That's crazy, man. It's all the time in the world. Come on. Underneath, he's going to score. Pittsburgh is going to stop Purdue from getting to that 10th win. I'm shell-shocked. I didn't play overly aggressively. I don't feel like I really made that many mistakes or anything. Just sometimes it doesn't work out. Picked off the last play. 28-27. We lose the Duke's MAYO Bowl. We're up 27-7 heading into the 4th quarter. They got the onside kick that they never should have gotten. I tried to surprise them with a pass on the 1st down there. In our last possession, that's so dumb, man. Should have made them use that last time out. We just could not get pressure on them. I mean, they did what they needed to do. I mean, it is what it is. Nice victory for Pittsburgh. That is some kind of frustrating. Obviously, Magwood had a really nice day. I don't know who I want to use as the thumbnail player for us. That is frustrating. Maybe do Chad Brown maybe again since he had the interception. Maybe we'll do something like that. Just have to find him on this play. Maybe over here somewhere. That's a tough loss. I guess I'm sorry that I didn't play that more aggressively in the second half. I mean, I really was just trying to get out of there with a victory. We jumped out so big, I just didn't think that they would run off 21 points in the. I mean, we were up 27 to. That's frustrating. Onside kick saved them. Failed fourth down conversion on my end. Certainly didn't help things, but just could not get a stop when we needed to. So it is what it is. Collapses do happen. I certainly played my part in that. Round 27 to 39, a buck 96, 2 touchdowns, the interception on the last play. I don't care nothing about other than it hurting his season stats. Mockabee in his last day had a nice day. Got banged up though. Had to take him out. Thought Joyner looked good. Thomas was just okay. Yeah, I mean, just again, still, no matter what, even as good as the game started, there's just not so much explosiveness in this passing offense right now. But Magwood and Tuggle do score. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Brown, Turner, Sanford, Wakely. They're at the top in tackles. Madden with 3 tackles for loss. Grimes with 2. A lot of guys with 1. Had a sack from Madden, a half sack from 4 other guys. Charles is kind of the added guy. Other than that, it's just the usual. Holstein and this passing offense were absolutely dreadful until they were not. 31-48. Those are buck 96, 2-1. Pretty much the exact same stat line between these two quarterbacks. Both 196, 2-1. Reed, nice day. Holstein, a couple of really nice scrambles. Davis on the toss on the 4th down. We blitz heavy on the inside. He gets to the outside. He breaks the tackle of Powell, takes it into the end zone. That kind of started off their 4th quarter scoring there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I mean, we lost that game being up 3 scores with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. We're up 27-7. Some of that Heisman difficulty for you at times. Yeah, it is what it is. We lost, but I mean, just missed out. And obviously, a really disappointing way to end the season. We lost 3 of our last 4 games. Not great. Or 4 of our last 5 games, actually. Sorry. We end up at 9-4. Maybe next year we can get to that'll now be the season goal moving forward, is getting to double digits. Now that I know how long it's been since our boys have gotten that. Let's take a look at what happened in the CFP bracket that round. You had Oklahoma over Clemson, Texas Tech throttling Miami. Wow. Carson Beck and that Hurricanes team was so good. I don't really know what happened there. Miami did have 2 turnovers. Georgia over Texas. Good day from Stockton. Frazier, McCray found the end zone twice. Bell, Thomas, Delp. Stockton also had a rushing touchdown as well. Then we had Penn State over LSU. So the 1 and 4 seeds lose. So it's Oklahoma and Texas Tech on one side, and it's Georgia and Penn State on the other side. I'm going to assume either Georgia or Penn State are going to add that national championship. See how that plays out. Nothing really changing there. So Texas Tech beat Oklahoma, and Georgia survives their matchup against Penn State. Texas Tech with a 2-score win here again. What is going on here? Morton, Quentin Joyner with a nice day. A couple of guys finding the end zone. Texas Tech looking the part. Georgia survives a late push there from Penn State. Stockton, 2 touchdowns. Another touchdown from Frazier. Jones and McCray as well. Zachariah Branch and Noah Thomas, 2 transfers. Make their moment. I think Georgia's going to end up winning the national championship here over Texas Tech. But that Red Raiders team is looking strong. See who ends up winning it. We get a level up, okay? Motivator unlocked. Okay, that's great. Appreciate you. Tactician's also unlocked. Oh, I don't know which one of those I want to do. So we had Texas Tech out of nowhere wins the national championship game, beats Georgia 28-27. Same score we just lost by. Stockton 4 touchdowns, Morton just 1. Georgia could not run the football. Quentin Joyner has a really nice day. Dylan Bell and Zachariah Branch each go for 2 scores. Douglas, what happened? A pick 6 or something? What went on here? Pick 6, 15 yards. I wouldn't think that'd be a touchdown. Just enough to get it done, man. Crazy. Texas Tech. Shout out to the Red Raiders. Also unfortunate, I didn't think about it with that loss as we collapsed there in the last 4 minutes of that game. We also don't end up in the top 25. So that sucks. So nice being able. This is probably the best quality of life thing for me that this game has. Just being able to, hey, who won the national championship game in 2025? Whenever, like in 2030. Awesome. You have all the conference championships and everything. That's great. It really is amazing. Sucks that we lost. Let's take a look at our season stats here. So it ends up Ryan Brown's a sophomore here. Completes 73% of his passes, just less than 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. His last pass of the year is an interception in that collapse. Not that the collapse was his fault or anything. Maccabee ends up less than 900 yards rushing, but 12 scores. Thomas over 303. Joyner over $150 and 1. Burhan is the leading receiver, both in receptions and yards, but it's a senior Magwood. Second to him in both of those stats, while also having the lead in touchdowns. Maccabee kind of right behind them. Tuggle, hopefully he's back, is the next guy up. Then Ross here at the end. Defensively tackles, Chad Brown, gone. Alex Sanford, hopefully he's back. He might transfer out, though. And then Powell, definitely gone to your top 3. Wakely's at 4th. He's gone. Ryan Turner, hopefully he comes back with that brand exposure. Could be something serious. Tony is gone. Grimes is gone. C.J. Madden should be back. Nunnally graduated. Jamarius Dinkins, our All-American, is gone. T.J. Lindsey hopefully comes back, but that's a really bad deal breaker for us. Tacklers for loss, Dinkins, Nunnally, Madden, Lindsey, kind of the usual guys there. So Dinkins finishes up his senior season with 42 tackles, 26 of them being for loss with 12 sacks. Nunnally 48, 25, and 11. Lindsey is a redshirt freshman, great year. Hopefully he comes back. Madden still got another year to burn. Got some young guys at the defensive tackle spot that I think are going to be nice for us moving forward. Every guy that got an interception for us is going to be gone this year. That's, other than that, pretty much the stats are what they are. We didn't, let's see, so we ended up Parath 11 for 15, so we did kick a field goal, punted like 1 time in that game. Yeah, I think that's it, though. Texas Tech is your national champions, but I think that's going to be it for us. And I'll see you guys next time this episode. We're going to do the off season here for year 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe. Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. And check out my Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 25 on the channel as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time.